Well, how about them Warcrafts?
Yeah, how about them Warcrafts?
3, 2, 1.
Prepare for battle, we're diving into a world unknown where legends begin. Jim, Christine, and Brian guiding the way. In Azeroth we'll conquer, there's no time to delay. Server restarted, we're ready to play. Join us now as we fight day after day. From dungeons to raids, we'll conquer it all. In the world of Warcraft, we'll never fall. Server restarted,
All right. Well, welcome back to another episode of Server Restart In, a weekly World of Warcraft podcast hosted by three opinionated players who like to get together to discuss their thoughts about the current state of the game. My name is Jim. This is the correct intro. I'm joined by Kristen
Hello.
and Brian.
Hi.
Yes. I know you thought that was me last week, but it was not. We fooled you.
Yeah, we're
Pulled-
tricksters.
Pulled the wool over your eyes.
Just call us Loki.
Got him.
Got him.
Got him. Got him.
For real, for real. Yeah, so it's freaking downtime.
It's friggin' downtime.
I mean, the Christmas gift stuff was out.
oh
What-
yeah, I gotta log in.
Yeah, she said she was going to log in after lunch today.
I did.
Didn't do it.
You were
No,
waiting. No,
I said I was going to log in during the podcast.
that's not what you said.
Yes.
No.
I thought that was what I said. That was what I meant.
You said you were going to log in.
I would never log in during the podcast.
I
I would never, ever do that.
Yeah, I can't imagine either of you doing that
No.
and being distracted by something else
I
while we're trying to have intelligent conversation,
no.
provide meaningful
No.
insight.
Now, correction, Jim. You're trying to have an intelligent conversation.
Yeah, I'm not.
I'm just trying to have a conversation, and sometimes it just doesn't happen.
Ooh,
I'm just here for a good time.
It is a good time.
it is.
I got my Prot Warrior to 80 today. Yeah, it
Nice.
was all right.
Cool.
What? They don't have Prot Warrior Death Knights.
I still have every other class.
Lie.
So you've already gone through all the possible Death Knight configurations you could get?
No, I saved the Death Knights for last because I don't know.
Because it's fun.
For last? What do you mean for last?
Well, I got my main Death Knight, right?
Oh, yeah, you haven't done the... yeah, okay, everybody's
So-
at 70 still.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, gosh, yeah, I forgot.
So
Yeah.
I just
Wow.
went and logged into my Evoker.
Okay.
I decided I'm going to torture myself in respect to preservation.
Oh.
Healing, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're going to
Okay.
give that a shot.
Oh,
and
that's,
see how
that's
that works.
exciting.
I don't think it is.
That's exciting.
I don't know.
I think that's exciting.
Don't they have 2 DPS specs now?
Yeah.
Oh, the augmentation is.
Yeah. They got Devastation, which is pure DPS, and then Augment is the one that's kind of like a support class.
Mm.
Like a lot of their DPS is boosting everybody else's DPS.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Yeah.
we'll see how that goes.
I'm
Haven't done
sure
anything.
you will be amazing at it because you
I-
are a good player.
Don't fucking know.
What?
It's a different healing class. Like I've only healed on 2 classes. So 2 specs. Like so I don't know. It'll be different.
You will be fine.
We'll see.
Oh, that's what I think. That was the one that I think I healed you on that one time.
I think so.
It wasn't too bad, actually. Because it's a lot of different type of DPSing that I'm not familiar with, which is like AoE and very much used to the single target healing type stuff.
Yeah.
Did I say DPSing? I meant healing.
Yeah.
I
I haven't.
yeah, no, I like that. Like the area of effect, like triangle thing, and then I mean for specifically for healing, I think it's actually kind of cool.
Yeah, I haven't. I'm not familiar with any of the heal spells on that class, so
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know. We'll see. I kind of made a bunch of macros and stuff for it, so we'll see how it works. Did all my mouse over macros and shit. So,
Mouse over macros, something I've never tried to do.
I'll tell you what, man.
I'm sure it makes a difference. It's kind of like the phone number keypad on the mouse. I can't do stuff like that. I don't know why. Like
Again,
maybe I can. I just can't get. I can't push myself to the point that is required to get good at it.
Yeah, it's yeah, those. I mean, that takes a little bit of getting used to get used to using your thumb to do all that stuff. But I mean, it makes it a lot easier. Yeah, it was the same thing too when I got the Tartarus, which is that little like gamepad thing that's got the joystick for the thumb and stuff like that. And it's like a little mini key thing and hand rest and stuff. So it's just completely different, you know. And it's like trying to play on a keyboard gets weird. So
Yeah.
yeah, you know, we'll see. Mouse over macros actually really help for healing.
I like
Even
them very
for
much.
they're good for damage
I mean,
too.
what is
I
that?
use
Like
them
you
for
point
damage too,
at
but
them
that's
and then
because I'm
cast a
shitty
spell?
damage dealer. I use them for damage too, but that's because I'm a shitty damage dealer.
So the way they're set up is you got a mouse over tag, a target tag, or a target tag, right? Like in the script that it runs when you cast a spell. So mouse over is if you're mousing over either a nameplate. So like for damage, if you're mousing over an enemy nameplate or you have one targeted, right? It looks for a mouse over. If there isn't one, it goes to a target. If you don't have one targeted, then it just doesn't do anything because, you know, you get that I don't have a target, you know, thing. Your guy's like, I don't have a target, you know, that kind of shit. For healing, you set it up, or I usually set it up to where it's mouse over target first. So then you can do your party frames or the person's health bar, like if you have nameplates turned on. Or it does like your target, or it defaults to yourself, right? Because like normal like heal spells, when you don't have a target, it casts it on yourself, right? Usually.
Okay.
So that's all. And so like you put your raid frames or whatever in a spot and you get used to it and you just mouse over and you play whack-a-mole with people's health bars, essentially. That's I think more for like direct healing, like when you get into like disc priests, where you have to put stuff on and then start damaging. You know, now you're spreading your atonement and then doing your damage. That's fun.
Yeah.
No, it's not fun.
I think that's isn't Discipline Priest like one of the most challenging ones to heal with? Or is it the same way as like the augmentation spec? Like it's more
no
geared towards support.
Disc heals is definitely, it's not geared towards support. It is you heal by doing damage, right?
Oh, okay.
You do your atonement, whatever it does, put atonement on people, and then you start doing damage. And the more damage you do, like it's basically just like if you get atonement on everybody, it's just like AoE heals. It's crazy.
It's really nothing else has. No other healing spec is like that though, is there?
I don't think so. I don't think any
Shadow
other heals.
Priest used to be kind of like that.
Did they?
Yeah. Yeah, because you always wanted a Shadow Priest back in the day, for like at least in BC.
Well, they
to
were
help.
mana batteries back in BC. They were, you know what I mean?
Shadow Priest?
Yeah.
I don't know. I always wanted one because I was scared shitless trying to heal the main tank.
Well, you had Vampiric Embrace, which helped because
Yeah.
it healed like everybody. Yes, it does now, but it was just it was an aura.
An aura?
Yes, that. But they were definitely mana batteries. Like that was why you brought a Shadow Priest along, because I played a Shadow Priest. And I was a Shadow Priest for a long time.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Disc Priest, I know they used to be, I think Cataclysm era, they had like the chakras and stuff like that. And for a long time, they were Bubble Priests.
No, that was
That was pre-Cataclysm, right?
Yeah.
And then
was,
Cataclysm came, and they switched over to the chakra stuff, I think.
chakras were holy.
Was it holy?
Yes.
Oh. I don't know. Buzzwords. I didn't play. I played Shadow Priest. My priest was Shadow up until I leveled a priest as maybe I did try it at one point, but I really made the switch after I leveled a disc priest in the remix stuff, which is not a very good way to learn.
No.
How
No, that's not true.
once you get to a certain point, it's not, because everything is just like, especially if you're trying to do like dungeon or raid content.
I would say healing of all things, definitely not, because you
Yeah.
never had a chance to figure out your last chance opportunity stuff.
Yeah. And I tell you what, I was forgetting about on my Prot Warrior, the self heal. Because it was Victory Rush was like when you killed something, you got like a free heal or something like that.
Yes.
Or you could spend rage. And I think in Prot, it changed to like impending victory or something like that. And I was never using it. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Does this thing heal me? Oh, shit.
You
I
also
should be
do you still
using
have
this.
ignore pain as
Yes.
well? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that's
I
good.
went Mountain Thane. It's so cool.
That's the lightning one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little goblin just stomping and lightning going everywhere. It's
Oh.
pretty fun. Yeah, my warrior's a goblin. It's pretty fun.
That's gross.
That's gross. Agreed. Goblins.
Wow.
Who has goblins?
Despicable.
This
Despicable.
coming from a night elf.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you're much worse. Sorry.
Hey, at least goblins are going to be the main focus of the next content patch.
I guess. I mean, I don't know. The Night Elves. How do you come up with a joke about burning the tree down? I guess you don't.
I mean,
You guys really lit it on fire.
yeah. Yeah.
You just play the song "Burning Down the House" on repeat.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, you guys already brought down the house a long time ago. Anyways, moving on.
Yeah. We did that.
You didn't do that.
Wow.
Night elves didn't do
Sylvanas-
that. Sylvanas did. Hell yeah. She wasn't a night elf.
Close enough.
She was
Once upon a
technically a
time.
high
Close
elf, right?
enough.
She was technically
was
a
she?
high elf. Yeah, they were high elves because it was before they became blood elves.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
No.
was it after the
Yeah.
It was after the Scourge that they joined the Horde, right? Yeah, because the Scar was already there in
Yes.
Quel'Thalas. Yeah. So
Yep.
she was still high elf.
Hmm.
Technically, Illyria was, because she left and probably didn't get involved in any of what's his nuts stuff with the bit where they became blood elves, where they like were sucking the light.
Mhm, yeah.
What the hell's his name? Kel'Thas? No,
Kel'Thalas? No.
that's the city.
What?
What the fuck is his
Kel-
name?
That's hilarious. I cannot remember.
The dude that we
Yes,
save
it's
in
Kel something.
Shadowlands. Is it? It's not Kel.
Kale. What?
Oh my God.
It's Kel.
Not in Magister's Terrace, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Kel'Thas,
Yeah. Right?
right? No,
Yeah.
Magister's Terrace. Kel'Thas Sunstrider.
Kel'Thas.
Belfast. Okay.
Okay,
sorry.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
But you knew that.
Yeah, I knew that.
Wow, indeed.
Yeah. Definitely, we knew that.
Yeah.
That was a good test.
Of course.
We're smart. But did you guys out there get it right?
I'm sure everybody.
Yeah, we're just
did.
driving to farm interaction. That's our excuse, right?
I've already turned it off. They're like, oh, God, these guys are idiots.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Well, we are.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
let's.
I ain't gonna deny it.
Yeah.
I can't remember half the shit anymore because Just don't read it anymore.
Whale Thalos. That's the name of the town.
Yeah.
Whatever. Whale Thalos. Yeah.
Whale Thalos.
Did you say,
Whale
did you
egg.
say whale Thalos?
Yes.
Whale Thalos.
Whale Thalos.
I don't know what a whale sounds like.
Yeah,
It's one of those days. I'm sorry.
it is one of those days. Christmas is over. It's not quite time to go back to work, but it's not almost time to go back to work.
Not time to go back to work.
I don't know. It's a weird part of the year for
Yeah.
sure.
For everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's not really like
They
like
keep-
I'm playing a little bit of hardcore again just because.
yeah. I made a character on the
Did
server
ya?
you guys are on. I just haven't. Did I make a dwarf? I think I made a dwarf. I don't remember.
Well, I saw a thing where like somebody was using a rogue to what is it called? Where you distract and they make them turn. Whatever that
Distract?
skill's called.
and run off
Is it
bridges
distract?
It's distract, yeah.
Yes. and
like in Thunder
I'm
Bluff.
pretty sure that's bannable though.
How is it bannable?
I don't think they put up with griefing. Like if you grief,
Does it work if
I'm
you're
not
not
sure.
PvP?
no, I think you have to be PvP or it won't pick up.
Then that's not.
Oh, hardcore can't do it. Is it right? I thought hardcore is PvP. Isn't
No,
it?
no. Hardcore is not necessarily PvP. I think there are hardcore PvP servers, but I think there's PvE servers as well. I don't know. I've seen clips of that and stuff like that, and I don't know. You could say it's griefing, but if you are in a position where the opposite faction can do it to you, and they have the ability to sneak in and do it, I mean, that's
Yeah.
the game, right?
That's what I was thinking.
I mean,
That's I don't know. I mean
Oh no, what is? Okay, it says hardcore normal, but then there's a PvP server on the anniversary servers. What does that mean?
so the anniversary servers are a refresh.
Oh, full reboots. Okay, so there's not a hardcore PvP server.
Oh, okay.
There's only hardcore normals. That's dumb.
I don't know.
I mean, that
haven't-
makes sense, but that's dumb. Well, never mind. I don't want to play anymore. That was gonna be exciting. No, not really.
No, it's hardcore is it's an investment, and you have to be careful because you put all this time in, and if you're not careful, one mistake and you're just right out the door.
One simple mistake.
right out the door.
Yeah, and that's a lot of
It's a lot of pressure.
time to put in too.
It's
Yeah.
one of those things that, well, you don't lose your character.
No,
just becomes
but
like-
you lose your progress on the
Yeah, no, effort
hardcore
sucks.
stuff. Yeah, and it's just like now you can't play with that character with your friends anymore. Like if you're in a guild and all that stuff, it's like,
Yeah.
well, you're dead.
I mean,
So-
rest assured, everybody else is gonna die eventually too. So.
Yeah,
No, it's cool because I think once you get to the quests that you don't do as often, the ones that are like, basically like 25, probably to 60, it becomes fun in, like we were talking about before, where the adventure is in the quest itself. We have to like struggle to stay alive. You have to plan
oh yeah,
heavily, but then being able to do those quests where you don't do often enough, like the first 20 level quest, everybody knows for most races. You know what I mean? Like 'cause you die or whatever, or you start a new character over the years. Like we've all done that enough to where it's like meh. But once you get to those quests where you haven't done them so much, especially in the old world or whatever,
yeah, because there
it
was
can be
always
pretty exciting.
the optimal path to go and stuff like that. So you
Mhm.
skipped a bunch of stuff.
The cool thing is there's no optimal paths now because an optimal path might be a death trap,
Yeah. It would be interesting if they were to take that like hardcore mechanic and make like an alternate like dungeon style, where it's everybody goes in, everybody has a life, no battle reses, no resing kind of thing.
Mhm.
And it, maybe not necessarily like current dungeons as they are, but you make a dungeon where it's like you put that kind of stuff in there, stuff where it's like, okay, you got to plan your route. There's paths, CC, you know, use your skills and all that stuff, and like have alternate ways to do stuff. And the goal is to kind of get to the end. And, you know, if you lose somebody, you keep going kind of thing. And
That would
try
be
to
kind of
finish.
cool. It's kind of like a gauntlet for a dungeon.
kind of, I mean, it's, you know, it's, yeah. I mean, you make them short enough.
Help! What? We'll just make it so many minimum amount of lives, and put a timer on it. That sounds awesome.
Yeah. I don't,
Oh my God, no!
Oh.
Put a timer on it. I know
You're talking Mythic
trolling
Plus,
me
dude.
with that.
Well, that's
Put
just
a
Mythic
timer
Plus.
on it. He's just trying to get a rise out of me. Put a timer on it.
No, a gauntlet thing sounds awesome. That's like the golden saucer in Final Fantasy VII thing. I love so much. It was a gauntlet there where you went through like 8 bosses or something like that. And if you died, you'd start over, or you had to pay to start over or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, something like
something
that.
like that. That would be kind of cool. Yeah.
You know, and it's, you make it so that, though, I don't know, you have to kind of balance the time thing, right? Because you don't want to like form up a group of 5 people, go in, somebody die on the first fucking pull, and now they're just kind of stuck there for the next 30 minutes. While you try to finish.
Yeah.
So you have to kind of
bad.
find a way to do that, or there's like checkpoints where you
man.
get like a free res or something like that, and you can bring them back, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know, something like that, to where, you know, it's like, okay, well, we know we lost this, now it's going to be harder to get to the next like checkpoint, but we get to the checkpoint, we can get them back and all that kind of stuff. I don't know.
Interesting.
Just bring back Torghast, but make it like unending, like it was supposed to be.
Yep.
Just bring back Torghast.
I mean, if Torghast was what, like, I really, really kick myself for not having done it during the beta,
Mm-hmm.
because during the beta,
It was fun.
you just kept going up levels,
Yeah, it was
just kept
fun.
going up levels, and all that stuff. And I'm like, and then they put a limit on it. It's like 6 floors.
The gator came in and fucked it all up.
Yeah,
That's
we haven't
what
really seen the
happens.
gator in a while, have we?
Oh man, don't get
It-
us into that, Jim.
At least not as prominent as, at least not overtly gating. You know?
I mean, the Isle of Siren,
That, yes,
Isle Isle or whatever. is
some of the
gated
gems
pretty
were
bad.
gated, but then they immediately, or not immediately, but within a couple of days, they made it so that they were just all available that first week.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Which that was a stupid thing to do, is to make it so you can only get certain ones. And I don't know if they
Right.
were tied to the events and stuff like that. Like, you know, like the events you put stuff in to activate at the table. I think
Mhm.
that's what they're tied to. Some of them you
Yeah.
can buy and all that stuff, and maybe that's what it was. I don't know. Supposedly, I've already got all the best in slot ones, but but even with those, even with it being a 639 item level, which I guess I haven't logged in to go look at it. Supposedly it gets upgraded, but it's just not. It doesn't sim better, so I have to go in and see what the next eye level that it bumps up to is. 'Cause supposedly every week you can bump it up or something like that. It unlocks the next level.
Bump up the jam.
No, that's wow.
Bump it up. Yo, bump it.
I am hurt. I am just very hurt.
Like, why? Why did I
Bump
marry
up
you?
the jam. Bump it up.
Bump it up. Yo, bump
Okay. Now we're gonna get a copyright strike.
it.
No, because it's the wrong lyrics.
Not on the lyrics, but on the melody.
Bump up the jam. Bump it up. Beep, 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 beep.
Yeah. Yeah, and just I log into WoW. Sometimes I just sit there and do other things, like look at shit on the internet and like not
Do
play.
you really?
Yeah, I'll do a couple dungeons, get bored, and then stuff like that. And
I mean, that's the way it has to be, though, right? Like, I wish it
At this
didn't have
point
to
in
be
time?
that way. Yeah, we're 4 months into the release. Like, what else?
you need
Like,
to.
how else could they actually mitigate this sit and wait thing? Like,
So the problem is, I guess you have to build a schedule, right, that allows some of the slower players to complete the stuff prior to the next content coming out, right? Like that's the main thing,
Mhm.
right? It's like you have to find that length of time before the next big content comes out. One that gives you enough time to work on it and make it good, and two is long enough to where casual players, most of the casual players have a chance to, deal with it, right?
right.
But then you got people that go through and get through everything pretty quick, and now all of a sudden they have nothing to do. And, doing keys is hard to find groups and stuff like that. And they were changing up the reward system to make it a bit better, I think. I don't know if that's in now or if that's coming with 11.1, or if it's coming with 11.7. Wait, are we in 11.7? Are we in 11.05?
11. Oh shit! I don't know. I thought it was 11. Yeah, it's 11:07.
Yeah, that's right. That's Siren's Isle. Yeah. So like some changes to how like the crests and all that stuff work to make it a bit easier to level stuff
But
up.
the inner problem really is that like there's no persistent. Like, what do you do when you don't have things to do in the game? That level of persistence in Warcraft doesn't really exist. Like,
No, it doesn't. Now it would if they. So I guess we're gonna switch over to kind of what may be coming with the next expansion. That is, I'm sure Kristen's afraid they're gonna monkey paw it.
Yeah, the housing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
And so like if they put something in like the housing and they do it well to the point where you have things out in the world that you can go try and get to decorate your house with, right? So there's like that scavenger hunt stuff there. You can decorate your house really well, like with like a good placement system and and you can get all kinds of stuff that you can put in there, plus add some of the stuff that the garrison had, like the garden for herbing and like, something like that to where you can do things.
it's just gonna be a bunch of mini games, though. Like, that was a bad thing about the Garrison, is it like it just wasn't.
But that's something to do though, and it you have to make the rewards worth it, and you can't just make it current content or like herbs and like mining stuff, right? You know what I mean? Like you have to kind of make it more special than that, like something that you can do that maybe that's how you get, like you can get like special things that you can then like have somebody like come to your house and like an NPC that you can buy stuff from that requires you to do stuff to like work towards it. And don't make it like RNG based, but make it just like kind of grindy a little bit, so like you kind of have to work for it a little bit. I don't know. I don't know. It's really hard to figure out something that you can put in to that to make that so that it's worth, that it's like a good time sink,
Right.
or, I don't know. Delves are okay, but there's not really like, delves are like Torghast, where instead of the layout and the mobs changing, it's just the mobs changing from day to day. So it's great that you can go in and do it by yourself, and you can get good rewards and stuff like that for PvE type stuff, but it doesn't really lend itself to replayability that much. Other than to fill out the vault, and that's just kind of like, I haven't
Yeah.
been doing that. That's solo content. I could go bust out, 8, however many, was it 8 delves to get all 3 slots? And so I could go bust that out. Sure. Do I have to have keys for that shit? Fuck no. To get whatever stuff at the end, but I don't need it. It's just like, delves were an okay idea. It's just they kind of don't feel worth
Replayability, right? Like
I guess, yeah.
Mm.
I still need to beat the double question Zekfir, but
The double.
Oh,
so
Question.
once you, I think, beat
No
a
thanks, no
certain
thanks.
level, you unlock Zekfir, and he's got his own delve where no lives, nothing. You just go in and fight him. And it's got 2 levels, question mark and double question mark. So they don't have like numbers or anything like that. It's just like the first difficulty and then the second difficulty. So, and I think doing the second one is the one that gives you like the Shadow Zeppelin for the mount, like the skin for that.
mhm.
But you got a little bit of time to do that. But I mean, it's just like,
You just wait till you outgear it, right? At the very end.
I mean, that's what you do
Good.
most of the time with most of the content.
yeah, but we're not doing stuff to get gear. And I don't know. I thought they were changing delves to maybe give crests too a little bit. And I don't know if that's this time or
No.
the next season.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I don't know.
Well, looking forward to the to next year and the the patch,
Yeah.
the goblin patch,
The
right around the
patch.
corner.
Yeah, that's going to be like probably February.
It'll save it though. It'll save everything.
Well, what are you talking about? It's just going to be more stuff to do, and then we're going to be. I feel like they're a little bit better about their dry spells, but I don't remember being in this much of a dry spell this early into an expansion for me.
It's really weird because like the expansion is good. It's not like it's bad.
Dragonflight was good too.
Dragonflight was good
Yeah.
too.
I mean, but I still did stuff in Dragonflight. It's almost like Warbands is making replayability less of a thing. Because you can do it all on one character, and now the only thing you do on other characters is get gear and gear up. There's nothing left to do. I mean, I don't know.
Interesting.
It's like we got Monkey Pod. Like you don't have to go out.
Again.
You don't have to go out and earn rep, which I get it. That's a nice quality of life. But now there's no incentive to go do anything on other characters. So like, yeah, it's great. It's alt friendly if you're just going to level alts to do end game content and stuff like that. But part of it, we need more class quests, and it doesn't have to be anything like other than like maybe just like some transmog stuff or something, but just like you're in a new zone, your order, like your Death Knights, Paladins, Rogues should all have like new class quests to do. Like everybody has an order hall, right? In Legion, right? They are, every class is a part of an organization. This is a new land. Those organizations should have something on the side that they want to get done or see done to take advantage to strengthen their order.
Yeah, they need something on the side.
Yeah, they need their side chick. I mean, side quest.
No, Jim, because it was a different expansion. They can't do
It doesn't.
that.
No. I'm not saying you put an order hall in. You just put agents. You put, Ebon Blade people out there.
No, I get you. I'm just their excuse would be like it's a different expansion.
That's a stupid excuse. That has nothing to do with the expansion. That just has.
I agree.
I don't disagree with you.
I think that would be a cool thing to do, because then it would give a reason to play other classes. If you're like a story guy and stuff, and it doesn't even have to be anything that impacts the main story. It can just be side stuff, you know, or maybe it does. Maybe it's, you know, if they're all for this whole united front kind of shit, get rid of the faction stuff, everybody's working towards it. It's just like in Legion, every fucking order hall had their own things to kind of contribute to defeating the Legion. Well, the old gods are just as bad, if not worse, than the Legion. Why isn't their representation there?
Right.
You know,
I don't know.
I can understand Death Knights not really having a lot to do in like Dragonflight, right? Because fuck, they were going and taking dead dragons and raising them, you know, as mounts and shit like that, you know.
Yeah.
So I mean, and that got brought up in the stuff. There's like a little like flavor text type thing when you know, the fuck is like Cindergrosa comes up or something like that. You know, like it's a little bit, you know, and it's kind of a nod to it, but you know, it's kind of like, why aren't the Death Knights out there trying to find ways to, like, you know, bolster their forces with, you know, I don't know.
Yeah.
Death Knights raised from other factions and stuff like that. I mean, that's a good way to get them, to make them playable. Like, that's how you could get Earth in Death Knights, which they fucking took away from me.
That's funny.
They said, "Oh, he's got too many Death Knights. We can't give him another race for Death Knights."
No more Death Knights.
You laugh. That probably is what it was.
Probably.
Jim fucked it up for everybody.
Yeah. God damn it.
Yeah,
God damn it.
that's me. Just good at screwing things up.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, you know, I feel like that would be a good way to put some stuff in there. Like, yeah, it's more work they gotta fucking do, but you could get some really good stories in there and just some good side quests that it's, you know, and it doesn't need to impact anything.
Right.
You can make them not give any experience. You can make, or, you know, something so that they don't impact the main flow and they're not a better path to 80 or not. But I mean, even then, you don't have to do side quests. You still have to do the main story quest or the campaign quest to unlock stuff. So there's no reason to not put it in there, like, for that. You know, it's not going to sidetrack you that much because you'll still have to do the campaign, because you have to do the campaign on at least one character before you can skip it. So I don't know. I feel this is like the most negative I've ever been.
Yeah, I think it has. Actually.
I think I agree. I would not disagree with that. Well, I mean, but that's okay.
It's not that you're negative though. It's that you fucking care. You actually want to hang out in the world and be a part of the damn game. But
I want to hang out in the world and I want to do some Warcraft. And it's just,
yeah.
I don't think that there's, you know, it's like, I get it. They're moving away from the faction shit. Cool. Let's move away from faction shit and let's start moving towards like the class shit again, but make that like subterfuge and like just like political intrigue type stuff. Like just storyline stuff in there. Because you can use, like, there's a main story, but all kinds of shit fucking happens underneath those main stories.
Yeah.
You know, like, it's like there's a lot that just goes on that, like,
I mean, they do have a huge problem though in telling like high level stories where you could easily graze over. If you look at the quests that you get nowadays versus the quests that were really in the, I mean, even in the beginning part of like when you level up and stuff. Well, I don't know. Even now, like, that's kind of like more advanced than it used to be before, especially with the, thank goodness for voiceover, because you actually get to listen to some of the quests that at least I've glanced over for a long period of time. But the quests in like classic are super simple, you know, go get this stuff because we need to bake some pies or whatever the case is, versus like, you know, you could be not max level and be dealing with some complicated quest story. And the reality is, like, they could parse that down a lot in a lot of context and derive more story around certain areas. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, they could do more for sure.
Mm-hmm. They could.
Yeah. I mean, they really just need to
Nah.
hire us on as consultants to
I think so.
help drive the
yeah.
boat,
Ah.
steer the ship.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You drive that boat real nice.
Thank you. I try. They don't call me Bodie McBoatface for nothing.
Oh, is that what they
wait.
call you?
Wait, no, never mind. That was something else.
What?
There was
Jeez.
some boat that they put some sort of contest on the internet to name the thing, and I think it was the boat, not the submersible. Maybe it was the submersible or something like that. It was some sort of contest, and like they put it up there, and Bodie McBoatface won, and they did
Mhm.
not use it because it's a stupid name, but it was so funny.
You did not use it because
There was
it a
another one.
stupid
And I
name.
think it was a Mountain Dew one, and they made it about something stupid like Hitler or something like that,
Oh.
or Granny Squirt or something like that. It was something really off the fucking rails.
Oh, that's awesome. That they should have used that one. That's bullshit.
I don't remember what that one was, but yeah, I don't know.
Granny squirt.
Ugh,
But
that's terrible.
oh, what did I was gonna see? It looks like there's some anniversary watches from Meister.
Anniversary watches.
Like real watches? What?
Yeah, they're like, let's see, Meister is a watchmaker, and it's a Meister X Warcraft collaboration. So there's a Xalatath, a Lich King, a Deathwing, Alliance Horde, and then there's a faction bundle.
I don't want to watch from WoW.
Oh, I would.
I would wear a Star Wars watch, but
If there was
They're like $80.
a watch face for like my watch,
Oh, I'm sure you could,
that
but
would be kind of cool. But
I mean, they're just analog watches. They're not even digital. I mean, they don't look bad. But it's interesting to see that kind of stuff come out again. Maybe we'll start getting World of Warcraft commercials.
I
I
doubt
mean, that's
that.
interesting. Like, well, you could tell that since the Microsoft acquisition, like there's been tons more stuff. I mean, the watches actually don't look bad. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they're just watches. You know what I mean? They're just nothing major.
Well, in the era of digital watches like Apple Watch and Google Watch and whatever, like it's interesting.
I mean, you could collect all 5 of them for only $575, which is a 25% discount.
That's
I
insane.
don't know why you wouldn't do that.
I don't either.
Just get the watch band and get a watch face. The only thing bad about Apple is that I don't know. Maybe it's changed, but I think before you can't just do your own custom watch face. I don't think
Oh, for
you
Apple.
it has to. Yeah, it has to fit within like whatever they do, or it has to be a picture that you put in the background. That's it. Like you can't make your own custom one. I don't think.
Yeah. I'm
Um,
surprised the Xalatath one isn't just like her feet.
Oh, that's funny. It's sadly like other than the purple accents,
It's supposed to be like the Demon Soul type thing, right?
it looks like the best one.
Nah, the Lich King one looks the best.
Okay, so take the purple accents out of it, and then it would look really good. Like the Lich King one.
The Deathwing one's not bad either. Anyway, we're not gonna sit here and look at fucking watches.
We're not.
Wa- watch watch me walk away. Yeah. Cut that out.
Nope. Yeah. I don't know. They're dating.
Well, let's see. Have you done Slash Played? That was their thing, right? Their little Slash Played thing.
I didn't watch it. No.
No.
Supposedly this is like one of their best expansions to date, as far as like, or at least recently.
As far as metrics, but
People
not
playing.
boredom.
yeah, metrics and stuff like that.
It's the metrics they want to see, though, not the metrics that actually matter. Like,
Yeah.
how fun is it?
What? Those metrics matter?
No metrics
I mean,
matter.
not to them. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I miss playing WoW, but I miss having the time to play WoW. You know what if that makes sense? Like, and just playing WoW. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and not having to do anything else.
Yeah.
Like, that was... So I don't know if it's just nostalgia for that time. You know what I mean? Where you didn't really have to do anything else. You know? Or
I don't remember that.
no. Well,
I don't remember that time. I don't think it ever existed. Maybe in BC, because yeah, I was going to college
yeah.
the first time. I think around 2007, and then we were playing.
Right.
I think I kind of remember that era, but yeah, it's been a long
Sorta.
time otherwise.
Kind of.
It's been a long time. Oh man. Hey, mode. Anyways.
So I'm looking at the Wowhead thing about the they got the link to the Played 2024 highlight thing or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I was looking through the comments. Somebody's got a comment that just said, "My dumbass went in game and did a / Played 2024 and tried to like
Did what?
like, you know how you can go in game and do
That would be
/
cool
Played?
if you could. Yeah.
They went into the game and did / Played 2024, like, which is what the name of their video is
Yeah.
and stuff like that. But yeah, that's pretty fucking funny.
Oh, well, fun fact, it still does tell you what your / Played is. It ignores the 2024
Yeah.
and gives you that only result. So that would be hilarious if everybody's like, oh my God, I've played 2 months straight. Not me. Yeah, no.
I forget what my plate is, but it is ridiculous.
I bet.
Mine is not. It used to be.
And this is on a Death Knight that didn't get created till Lich King came out. You know,
You don't know what it is?
not without logging in. I don't think I'm
Yeah.
going to do that right this moment.
Oh yeah, Jim's not like us.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Not like us. Somebody said that they were going to log in,
Yeah, but then somebody gets.
and then
distracted.
somebody didn't log in.
Yeah, somebody gets.
The-
distracted.
I don't know
the
who
other
that
person
is.
logged in. The
Yeah.
other person logged in, though.
Yeah, which is good. But
Who logged in?
well, if
Not
I
me.
didn't log in, you didn't log in.
Brian, did you log in?
I'm logged in.
Oh my god.
And I got my first tier 2 redo set thing.
Nice.
Yay.
Yay.
Hooray.
Yay.
Yay.
Well, that sounds like a very positive note to end things on. Congratulations,
There you
Brian.
go.
And
Thank you, sir.
thank you, everybody, for listening. Hopefully,
You're
with
welcome.
the new year, we'll have new stuff to talk about, perhaps. I don't believe we're going to have an episode next week, but we should be back the week following.
Uh-huh.
So the 6th, right? No, not the 6th, the one after, right? Wait, what is today? Fuck.
Yes, it will be the one after. Yeah, yeah. So
So
it'll
the
be it'll
13th?
come out the 13th. Yeah.
Yep. All right. Sounds good. Thanks you oh my god, I can't talk. Thanks everyone for listening. You can check us out at serverrestartin.com, and we'll catch you in a couple weeks. Bye.
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 As we fight day after day, from dungeons to